Hello everyone! Unreal Engine 424 has arrived. Download this release to start non-destructively creating and editing open world landscapes, experimenting with our new strand-based hair and fur system, leverage the permanently free Datasmith toolkit, and so much more. We hope you enjoy all the new features and let us know your feedback on the 424 release forum thread. Built for the Microsoft HoloLens 2, you can now explore our Apollo 11 Mission AR project sample. The demo offers a bird's-eye view of many aspects of the historic Apollo 11 mission, all reconstructed based on data and footage from the actual mission. Download the sample from the marketplace to see how our special projects team, with the support of ILM and Microsoft, built the interactive experience from the ground up. Set in a cybernetic post-war world, Japanese comic No Guns Life became popular for both its detective narrative and stylized visuals. With just a few short months to produce an animated adaptation, Cyclone Graphics turned to Unreal to create its environments, saving time in production. Read our recent interview to see how the Tokyo-based team made the jump from page to screen while maintaining the manga's unique cyberpunk design. For 2020, Unreal Fest Europe and Unreal Academy will be rolled into one huge action-packed event. Taking place in Prague from April 29th to May 1st, Unreal Fest Europe will see creators from games and non-games industries come together for 3 days of keynote presentations, hands-on sessions, and expert lectures. Interested in speaking? We're accepting session proposals for all industries through January 6th. Visit our blog for event details and session proposal guidelines. Vancouver, Canada-based Piranha Games transitioned to Unreal Engine for the latest installment in the MechWarrior franchise. Get insight into the development of MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries and learn about the team's goals for the long-awaited title, the construction of the game's destructible environments, and their journey into Unreal in our interview. On over to our top weekly Karma earners, many thanks to Every Nun, Clayton Campbell, Shadow River, D-Demon, Ian Burgett, Max Payne, Ikov, Crewdimer, Ion Miru, and T. Sumisaki. We appreciate all your help on Answer Hub. And this week's spotlights are dedicated to the winners of our 5th annual Epic MegaJam, so stay tuned to the Unreal Engine livestream to find out who's taking home top honors and prizes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Unreal Engine livestream. I'm your host Victor Broden, and my guest today is Amanda Shade, fellow community manager, and Tanner Kallstrom, founder and CEO of Game Textures.
Hi.
All right, and we got audio, awesome. Today's a special day. We normally don't play games on the stream, but we are announcing the winners of the 2019 Epic MegaJam, and so...
That's our 5-year anniversary!
That too. We've had, it's about 3 weeks now, a little bit less, almost. Yep. We've been playing a lot of games.
How many games?
How many games? Quite a bit over 400.
A record-breaking.
Yeah.
460 plus.
460 plus, yeah, submissions. Yep. And there was I think about 1,000 developers actually was part of all the submissions that came in.
Right. So I know everyone was watching the itch.io page and it was like, oh, there's 2,500 people signed up. But sometimes you get people that are interested but may not ultimately have time to participate. Mm-hmm. So when we added up the numbers from all the submissions and their team sizes, we looked at just over 1,000 developers, which is still really exciting and pretty incredible.
It's very impressive.
How many did we say were solo devs? Was it like
just over 240, I think. Mm-hmm. So I think it was about 240 of the submissions were done by solo teams. So
props to all of you solo developers. It's not easy.
Nope.
It's not easy for the people on a team either, but going at it alone is
Just for context, how many people participated in the first MegaJam? Do you know?
The first MegaJam was before my time, so I don't know. But I know a couple years ago, it was about 500 or 600 in the Epic MegaJam. So, awesome. In 2 years ago, our biggest jam previously, where we had 270 submissions, was about 700 developers. So a lot
Wow.
more folks showing up.
Yeah, and that means a lot more, many more hours playing games, and that's what we've been doing. And Tanner, you're here because you helped us judge.
Yeah, it was a blast. I never thought I would get to play however many games I played in 1 week. It was almost as much of a jam for me as it was for some of the developers, I think. I'm not sure I've worked that hard on a game in, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. It was fun.
Yeah, and then we also had our friend Alex in engine support help us out. And there's some good anecdote there that I'm gonna bring up once we actually announce the games. I think we should get started.
Well, we should thank some people.
Definitely.
Maybe.
All right, one thing at a time. I'm just excited to
I know.
to play the first
We're
game.
gonna play some games.
All right.
I know you really miss playing games right now, but could you take a break from playing games for a minute?
Well, I'm excited about getting to, instead of just going through them all and judging them and looking at them and trying to be objective and, discussing. There's a lot more to judging games than just playing them.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to finally be able to just play them.
Just
enjoy the games for what they are. But yeah, absolutely. As you can see, we have a very amazing custom branded Falcon Northwest Talon. Oh yeah, we can hide some stuff. Custom branded Falcon Northwest Talon. There's a sweet 2070 in there, and it has the Space Cats all. Yeah, all around. We don't have a nice little motorized table or anything here, so
little lazy Susan.
Yeah, maybe next MegaJam we can have one spinning around. Huge thanks to Kelt from Falcon Northwest, who is sponsoring the first place team winners. They're all getting one of these. There are more in the warehouse that we will ship out. I am interested in getting one myself. I'm not sure if we can manage that, but I was kind of like, I wish I could participate in this jam too.
But
we get them as judges, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Right, they're
I thought that was part of the thing.
Sorry, we didn't.
Oops.
Wasn't really clear.
i9 9900K. It's a 2070 Super, and 32 gigs of RAM, and a nice SSD to get you going.
Yep, and it has some amazing LEDs and stuff going on in there. The RAM sticks glow. Yeah, I thought that was pretty exciting. I didn't even know they made those, but of course they make those.
Yeah, we plugged in and we're like, oh. Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was going to say also a huge shout out, while we don't have anything physical on the set with us, those that have the first or will be awarded first place are going to GDC, compliments of Intel. So, you got flights up to a couple $1,000s, you have accommodations and a daily stipend for a few days. Then you'll have the expo passes, but then we have loads of other sponsors to thank as well.
Yeah, assembler provided, source control for everyone in the jam, and I think it was a lot of people using source control. It made me really happy that people are taking it seriously and joining. And of course, it helps if you're a team that's spread all across the world. And we had plenty of submissions where I saw people from Europe and the U.S. and Asia all working together. So it's cool how you can make new friends and maybe even new colleagues in the future, or start new projects. And I will say that there are definitely a couple of these games that I would like to see, they're complete games and could be made into actual products. Yeah.
Loads of these are really great foundations for bigger projects.
Yes.
So maybe we'll be talking about you in 5 years.
Maybe you'll be on
the games that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
First place winners gets the passes to GDC from Intel. Assembler providing the source control. We have a couple of marketplace creators that was kind enough to offer some asset packs. Decagon, we have Göken Karadai, Project Nature, SB, Silver TM, and then Whole Tomato. Last minute came on and was like, this is amazing, we want to do this, and they provided a month of visual assist for everyone who participated in the jam. Obviously, Game Textures providing a trial for their service. And there was plenty of people using the textures in the jams. I even think one of the winners actually used some of that. Maybe we can get into that when we're playing it. So huge thanks to Tanner and Mike also, who was supposed to be here today. He unfortunately wasn't able to make it, but a shout out for helping us playing the games and judging them, giving us some really good feedback. What else we got? Side effects, obviously.
Yeah, Ben's in chat, so if you used Houdini, reach out to that guy and let him know that you used it.
Yeah, he'd be excited to know who was working on it, so he can take a look at your products.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on. IGDA, DX Racer providing chairs for a few of the winners. Yeah, a whole lot of sponsors this time around. A lot of nice prizes. So big thanks to everyone who's providing amazing things and the resources for everyone who participated.
And I also wanted to mention, you all have been chatting about it a little already, but you've noticed on the screen over there that we have a compilation if you all submitted a video and we were able to download it. Some of them failed, so I know that some of you have videos that didn't make it, but when YouTube won't give it to me, I don't. There's only so much I can do. But do keep an eye up there. There's a lot. It gives you a good feel for the scope of the kinds of games that we played, right? You know, there was cats, there was space, but there was drilling into Earth, and you had anywhere from adventure games to puzzle games to sort of brawler multiplayer games.
Yeah, runners, flight games.
There's some text-based adventures.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah?
and a very interesting version of that. But we'll dig into a little bit more the games we played after, because we don't want to spoil anything before we actually announce the winners.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you wanted to mention before we?
I don't know. Do you want to play some games?
Move on. Yes, I absolutely want to play some games. Tanner's excited too. Yeah, wish he would have been able to play with us, but he gets to provide his amazing commentary when me and Amanda goes a little silly here, because it's almost impossible not to be silly when you're playing a couple of these games. So, all right, for the first category, we're going to go over the special categories first.
Yeah, the modifiers.
Modifiers. We changed
We're
it
still
up.
practicing.
We're still it's still new for us as well. We're going to go over the modifier winners first, and then we're going to move over to the third, second, and first place winners, saving the best for last, as one does. All right, so the first modifier category that's coming up is this real life, which was any XR game provided for the competition.
There are a good number of submissions.
There was
for the or a lot of VR titles, I felt like.
Yes, there was a lot of VR titles. We received 2 AR titles. Yeah, that's right. I don't have the exact number on VR titles. Maybe I should run one of those later. So, without further ado, the winner for the modifier category, Is This Real Life? Real life? All right.
What's it going to be?
It's going to be Slappy Board.
So, if you didn't work enough at work, you can work some more.
You can. And to make this work, do you have your gamepad?
I do.
Okay, cool.
Secret gamepad.
So I'm going to have to move this out.
Oh man.
And I'm going to have to grab the Rift. So, premises of this game, to give you a little bit of backstory, because there's quite a bit of depth to it. So this is Slappy Board. And I'm just going to make sure that everything works in here. And I think everything on the monitor over there. So this is an asymmetrical multiplayer. All right, let me. All the wires and cables. I think
it's a trap in here.
Yep. All right, I'm over in the wall. All right, okay, I'm ready.
All right, so
Slappy Board. All right, that's right. Amanda's over there. She is sitting in the security camera. She's actually playing as one of the developers at this.
At the table.
Yeah, kind of a board meeting, kind of a presentation. My job is as the boss of this office, company, whatever you'll name it. And my job is to hold a presentation. And Amanda's job is to try to
disruptive as possible.
And just starting off, when I first played this, I'm like, so how do I start this? I didn't get it. And then I actually read the line, which is throw an employee out to play or quit. So we grab one of the employees because clearly this guy is
Get out of here.
Yeah, there you go. Welcome to the meeting, everyone. I would now like to present.
So my objective is to be disruptive without Victor figuring out which one's actually me. So I get to pick. I can scroll through here, or tab between the different characters, except for myself. And each of them is a...
They're all like developers or, I don't know.
I can make each of them do.
They're board members at Slapple.
Yes, so...
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Clearly someone is not doing the... Oh, hello there. Hey, you. There you go. Stop eating chips. You don't get a computer. Bye.
I just love how ridiculous their animations are too.
So what happens if you pick the wrong member?
What's going on here? Clearly, someone is not paying attention.
Well, maybe if your meeting was more interesting.
Well, I don't have a lot of stuff to say. Hey, you don't get to have a computer if you're gonna keep typing on that as I'm presenting. You listen now. Be good. Be good. Oh, I thought I was being clear. I thought I was being real clear.
Now, will you show everybody your slapstick?
My slapstick? Okay. So I have the normal slapstick, but then in case things go really bad, and people are definitely not listening, I will upgrade to the cat slapstick. But that's the only thing that's really bad. I don't know about. I haven't taken the temperature of this meeting yet, so let me continue. Everyone, please be quiet. Blah 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 blah. I clearly have a lot of important things to say, and it gets more difficult.
Slap trends are down.
And why you hear choppy is because I have to, oh, hello there. Now this is the fourth time.
What?
Fourth time. You get no computer. No Snapple for you. No Snapple computer for you.
You took. How am I supposed to get work done if you take my computer away?
I don't care.
Blah,
if
blah,
you...
blah, 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 blah.
You should have thought about that earlier.
Oh, well, I might not be the best boss, all right? I'm having a hard time just pointing this laser pointer where I'm supposed to instruct everyone to follow along, so... But I clearly have very important things to say about the slap trend right now. I thought... Oh, all of you? Alright, so the trick here, and it actually is pretty tricky, and talking and role-playing here doesn't make it easier, but I'm supposed to figure out who Amanda is playing as here. I'm looking at you right there. Alright, actually, I'm gonna go ahead. I think this might be the one. I don't think it was. Did she actually go out the window? No, she didn't. Oh, I think... Did I lose one? Chance there? Alright. There, no. Oh, come on, come on. Can I bend down here? I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, there we go. Alright.
You got me.
I did! That took me like 3 tries the first time I was playing with Alex. Alright. Well, thanks everyone for trusting in me as your slapstick leader. Yes.
No, she raised her hand.
Huh?
She raised her hand.
Oh. It was me, everyone. It was you.
I did it.
Yeah, you also. No computers for you. All right.
Yep.
Oh, let me get situated here.
All right, we'll close that one.
So, awesome. I think we had played for maybe like 3 minutes or something when we got the sort of entire scope of the game.
Yeah.
Because I like to dive in head first and sort of not read too much and just see what the game tells me and how intuitive it is. Do I have a nice little? Yeah,
not bad.
A little.
Not bad.
It's so funny how when you slap them, it like breaks their neck. Like their heads are all over the place. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're just definitely like bobbleheads that are real rough.
And it's cool. It's asymmetrical, right? So you can play 2 players on one PC, which is really nice. I liked how they sort of put the other player a little bit out of body. You're sort of hacking into a security camera, but you're also actually playing as one of the people at the table.
Maybe they're all robots.
Maybe they didn't
and
look
you hacked into them.
They didn't look like robots though. I think you were sending messages, sort of like, "Hey, those chips look really tasty. You should,
oh, that's it?
should probably take a bite of those. Like, hey, this is a really important message. You better respond to me right now.
Urgent.
Yeah.
You're the guy that sends all your emails have urgent at the beginning of them.
And it's a little tricky because I don't actually have stereo because all I can hear is through the ISP here, so that you guys can also hear the sound. But it's spatialized, so you can sort of hear, oh, there's someone back on my right, and like go whack him or take a chance. You get 2 chances to throw someone out. So if you don't make it on the second one, then I would have lost.
Guess you really need to make sure you break that window too, because the first time you threw me, you didn't go through, and I was like,
ooh. Yeah. Well, I had a good guess because I was paying attention to which ones you were marking. So can you see the? I don't remember if you can see the red hand about the ones that you've activated. Okay. Yeah. So you also.
It's like, ooh,
sort of
this person's being disruptive. Yeah.
Yeah. What else? It was just sheer joy. Playing Slappy Board, the concept of like bringing them down to earth because you clearly need to do your job well.
Get it together.
Yeah, get it together. Get down to earth. This is what we do on Earth. We work hard, and you better listen or else you get fired.
That's very aggressive.
Well, it's kind of an aggressive game. At first, I was like, I'm slapping people.
You said you almost slapped Alex, did you?
So what happened was that Alex just whacked the wall immediately because. Because I didn't set up Guardian properly. So he whacked the wall, and I was like a hair's breadth from punching him in the face as he was sitting at the PC.
The good old days of demoing VR.
Yeah, because we had a room scale space that we could play in, so I was walking around a little bit more. But there was an Alex sitting in the room.
Surprise.
So almost slapped him in the head, which is fun. Yeah, impressive. It runs well.
And so that's, their team name is Slappy Inc., and it was done by a team of 5, so again, congratulations.
Congratulations, yeah.
It's a lot of fun. We really, really enjoyed that one.
Awesome job. I think it will be
it's
one
a great
of my
example of a game jam type game, too. Just like manage the scope really well, use their assets really well, and, we're really clever in general. It was great.
Yeah. Pulled it off, and everything worked. There's no jankiness, which can be quite common when you're just putting together a quick VR game, especially when you have like other people that are on your team that wasn't part of the user experience design. Just picking up the controllers and playing it can be a little bit tricky, and there was none of that. It was clear. I found the cat slapstick, and I was happy. So.
I like their down-to-earth interpretation also. So it's a good one because it's like two-parted. You slap somebody, bring them back to earth, and then when you throw them out the window, literally you're taking them down to earth.
Yep, it's twofold.
I think we need a
don't want
real
them getting too
we
cocky.
need to make a real one.
We need an actual slapstick.
Yeah. Just to decorate our office.
Okay. If anyone were to send us a Thingiverse link to a little slappy stick, then. We can go ahead and print it.
Some new Unreal Engine merch, maybe.
Yeah.
There we go.
little logo. So thank you so much, team, for providing us with that submission. Great time playing it, and I think it's time to move on. We're already 25 minutes into the stream,
we
got a couple of games to play.
Just a few.
Yeah. So without further ado, the next modifier, not special category, the modifier is Friends and Foes, which is for the best multiplayer game. And this one was tricky because there were a lot of multiplayer games.
There were.
I think
many.
more than I've ever played in a jam before.
I think so, yeah. We had more games, so.
Yes. And to give you a little bit of premise, this is a game that is really quick and easy to pick up and play, but you can try to master it forever, and just that's sort of what we felt. I think the first playthrough was like 20 minutes to half an hour, and we were just sort of enjoying ourselves. And then passing it around and sort of just playing again. I played it yesterday as well. I played it today.
Yeah, I started playing it again last night, just at home. It was super fun.
Yeah.
Just for the love.
It will probably be one of the games I put in my little like fun couch co-op or just couch multiplayer games to play when I have people over. Because I try to put little games like that. So without further ado, stop babbling. Let's get into it. The winner of the Friends and Foes category for the 2019 Epic MegaJam is. All right, let's get it right. Escape Velocity.
Woohoo! So this was
Yay.
by Indecisive Raccoon. It's a team of 3.
and it's
a lot of fun.
There is sound here.
funsies.
Yes. And so me and Amanda are going to play these little rocket ships. So I'm going to add you. There are 3 different game modes. We're going to go ahead and do time mode so that we just don't keep playing this forever. I believe I didn't go over the controls. Okay, so there's a nice little control button there. So we're steering these little ships.
Which one am I?
You're the blue one.
Yeah, okay.
And there is gravity. Amanda lost immediately, which is where the mastery thing comes in, because if you're not paying attention, it's
they
really...
just kind of go. Like, he doesn't really stop.
Meteor! So we have 3 different abilities.
Yep.
We can do this bubble that Amanda beat me with. Oh, and lost. We can also use a launch and a flip.
No.
Oh, nice.
This is it's so delicate.
Yes, and I like the little bumpy bump. Nice little splash there. You kind of want to stay close to the planet.
Oh no.
Because otherwise that's what happens.
Yeah, it definitely has a field of gravity to it. Or that you can get sucked like into the atmosphere.
And then if you come up with velocity towards the planet, it will increase your velocity because of the gravity there. All right.
Perfect.
Flip it. Oh.
It's weird because you have to be way more gentle than you think.
Yes, very gentle, and you really have to think of your trajectory. If you pick up these little blue ones, you get extra, or sorry, the yellow dots, you get extra scores. Watch out for the asteroids.
Oh yeah.
No. Gotcha.
Gosh. It's also very, like, I keep wanting to be like, go to the left side of the screen or the right side of the screen, but it's really from the perspective of your rocket.
I couldn't say there.
I was like, wow, pro move. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
I love, there's something, like, they kind of look like fish too, and I kind of love it.
Oh.
I know that they're little rockets, but.
Come on.
Oh.
Nice. And you don't have to use the abilities. If you have a bit of velocity going towards you, can knock him pretty well. Oh, I saved it. Oh, nice.
Cheap.
It definitely
really reminds me of those Xbox arcade live games, like way back in whatever the early 2010s, where you could just like veg out on your couch and game against each other for hours.
Yeah.
It's like my thing.
Too slow.
It's very much like the Newgrounds or the Flash games.
Yeah.
What's happening?
All right. So at one point I try to like gather velocity around the planet. The problem is that then you have to aim the
Party games. Yeah.
I just feel like any amount of velocity is probably dangerous. Like, I just don't want any. Oh.
Nope. It's all about using the right skill at the right time.
Oh, I got 5 seconds. Come on.
You're almost in the lead. Oh, and I got a point. So it doesn't matter if I lose. Nice. Good game. Yeah, with 4 players.
That would be chaotic.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of chaotic. I think the max we played was 3. But I can imagine just having a 4th one bumping around.
Yeah.
I like how there's it's super easy to start, pick up, play. You immediately, get the idea of what you're supposed to do. I was going to show the little controls page here too. I actually thought it was kind of pretty if we can fade to that. Yeah.
Cutesy.
Cutesy. So very simple controls, and you can keep adding players and removing them. Yeah, quick to pick up and play. The part of the theme that I really liked was that the gravity impacts, the gravity that takes you down to Earth impacts the gameplay significantly. You have to think of that gravity as you're playing it. And then remembering which key is which skill.
Yeah, I'm like, I know the pulse, and then but I get the other ones mixed up all the time.
Yep, and they can be as detrimental as they are beneficial when you're using them.
Oh yeah, because if you go to hit somebody and then they dodge, you just can launch yourself off.
Yep, and then or if you go like, oh, I'm just gonna flip, you get a boost in the other direction, and now you're now you're out of it. See,
either way, though, it's just pure joy.
Yeah, yeah.
Pure
We found this one sort of midway through, and it was difficult to stop playing because we had so many more multiplayer games to go through, and so it was sort of like, okay, well, we'll have to get back to this, and play this later.
I was joking about that with Victor yesterday. Every now and then you find a game that is so fun that you end up not wasting time, but man, just burning so many hours playing it. It was like, oh man, we have 200 more games to play.
And that's because, we want to beat the games we're playing, and so when you're not really getting it and you're clearly making mistakes, you think, oh, I can get better at this. Then it's difficult to stop playing, but you have to, because there's like another 200 games to go through.
I like that one right away, though, because there's like all of these different layers of gameplay that you just figure out and learn and get better at. So like immediately you see progress. So you get better at it right away, and then it's just, it's addictive. Pulls you right in.
Very, very addictive. Yeah, so Escape Velocity, did we have any details on the team? Did we share that yet?
Yeah, so it's a team of 3. One of the folks is actually in chat, hanging out with us, so it's Team Indecisive Raccoon. So, great job.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to live on in our Jam PC for a while.
Yep. We have a couch there. Whenever we need a moment to just play a little bit of games, we can sit down and fight each other in Escape Velocity.
Knock each other out of this world.
Yeah, or down to earth. All right, so I think it's time to move forward. Good job. Yay. I know we haven't been doing any process. There's no snare drum. There's no Daniel with drumsticks, but we'll have to make do with our hands.
Oh.
All right. The next modifier category that I would like to announce together with you folks is the Tiny Award, which is for the best game that comes in under 100 megabytes.
Oh.
This game, what can I say about this game? It's a complete game.
It's a good start.
Yeah, it's a well. I mean, occasionally, a lot of games come in and they have amazing, mechanics.
Right.
The visuals are great, but it's not a full game, right? Like, didn't really quite make the entire game, or there was no loop. It was sort of just like, go do this and then no end. And so to me, it's very important that it's a complete game. And this one really stood out because of that, especially being under 100 megabytes. It has the illusion of having a whole lot of content to it, which it does. Some great UI, yada yada yada. Let's talk about more about it as we're playing it.
So this is the Tiny Award, and it's going to
the Cat Earth Society
by Team Nova Space Agency.
Yay. Super cute music that kind of fits the cat theme somehow, or not the cat theme, but just cats. For some reason, I feel like it's a little cat standing with a what's called like a Vocaloid or a vocoder, and sort of making that noise. All right, so let's go through how to play this game. The objective is, the goal of the Cat Earth Society is to earn enough money to return to Earth. You can earn money by transporting cargo, catnip, from remote delivery stations in space back to Cattern. I thought that was kind of clever. You use the WASD keys to pilot your ship, space to apply brakes, and then you can upgrade your ship, and you can pick which mission you would like to do. There are a couple of tips here, which I was really happy about. Mainly that one of the ones that are pretty important is that remember that the gravity of the nearest planet wants to pull you back towards that planet. Use that to your advantage, which is really important when you lose all your fuel because you didn't brake in time or whatnot. So let's go ahead and play it. I love the UI. I thought it was very well put together. It gives me a sensation like, oh, I can just keep playing this forever. There's like a bunch of levels and a bunch of money to be made. So we start with choosing our cargo. I'm gonna go with delivering vegan catnip to Hickory's Hairballs. So we're gonna load that cargo and start our delivery. And I don't have to go very far for this one, but I do need to keep steady, a little bit of steady speed because the planet Cattern that we just left from. All right, brake right there. And we're now delivering. All right, time to go back to Cattern.
So you have to wait 5 seconds to complete your delivery, right? And
then,
oh
crap.
No.
All right, there we go. And at this point, I can actually just let go because the gravity of Cattern will actually pull me back So I don't think you get any extra points for the amount of fuel you have left, but you know, always good to have a little bit.
But it can be challenging to manage later.
It is very challenging.
So.
I don't think I've made it down to level 4 yet.
No, I didn't make it that far.
So I'm gonna buy fuel because I know that that's important. All right, I'm gonna step it up here. Let's go ahead and deliver some GMO catnip to the cat's paw. And then once again, keep a steady thrust. I love the setting of seeing that I'm out here in space. It makes me feel like it's a big world, even though you're kind of locked to this, I don't know,
Track.
to track, sewer line, elevator.
Who knows?
Breaking time. I didn't. All right, let's go ahead and flip. And I have enough brakes.
But I don't know, there's something to me that's really charming too about the like turning around. So I feel like you get that much more game out of it, right? So not only are you doing it on the way up, you also have to navigate the mechanics on the way back.
Right, so it's essentially the same, it's the same level, the same content, but you get almost twice the amount of gameplay out of it. And it doesn't feel forced, right? It's just like, oh, of course I need to go back and, you know, and get money for what I did. Yeah, music's good, there's cute little sound assets for everything. Yeah, very clear immediately that there's a very good game loop. I think I can get better at my brakes, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit more fuel. And I haven't unlocked level 3 yet, so let's go ahead and deliver some fair trade catnip.
And yeah, for those asking, it was a team of 5 that worked on this one.
When I was playing it, I was so focused on the gameplay that I didn't notice how cool all of the environments were and how detailed they were.
Yeah, little details like all the text.
Yeah. I think you can go through those little archways and they give you like modifiers. The, like,
I thought they
glowing ones.
damaged your cargo. Because I felt like
maybe that's what they do. I was hitting them because they look like power-ups.
Here, let's figure it out. I'm gonna go to more fuel and then we'll do the last run to Fanatic Felines. We need some paleo catnip. Some very picky cats down on Earth. Oh. So I hit that and yeah, not entirely sure.
Well, he was saying to go like under it, right? Like right through the middle.
Right, yeah, in the middle. Oh, okay. Let's try the next one. It's almost like a train.
Yep.
It's mesmerizing.
Cat's paw. Gonna use gravity, not early enough. Alright, let's flip it. I like that little animation when it...
So Aller's saying to hit the BB computer, but don't hit the other things will damage your cargo.
Okay. Don't hit them.
Was it not the cat's paw I was supposed to go to? Is it the next one? Oh, it might be the next one.
Uh-oh.
I can make it. I have enough fuel, see? Because I bought all the fuel upgrades. Alright, here we go.
What a champ. Oh.
Oh, it's a speed boost. I think it's a speed boost. Oh, Fanatic Felines, this is where I need to go. Come on. Oh, I made it.
There we go.
Oh, I just actually now noticed that there is a counter on the side of the building. Yeah, that shows you. I should just stop, took a break, ate some...
You can celebrate with the kitties.
Yay, they're all happy because they got paleo. All right. Super good job. I would say very impressive. I didn't think it was a tiny award submission when I first played it.
And then it was.
And then it was. Surprise. Surprise to us.
There was a couple really small games that were equally impressive, I think. I mean, that one was not equally impressive, but just impressive efforts for 100 megabytes.
Yeah. I don't know the number, but there was definitely a lot. It's cool to see that people are trying. It also helps. You know, it's always good to have a small binary because it's faster for everyone to download it. It's faster to iterate on when you're transferring your projects maybe from PC to PC, or you get someone new on your team.
It's good practice, you know, like optimizing your games and yeah, just in general, all around good practice. So
it's really good stuff. Thank you so much for the submission. That was a blast.
Congratulations.
Yeah, big congratulations.
And we have
Army of One. Oh.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this one as well. So just a little runner up for this this one. Also a complete game. Can see a bright sort of future. I could even see a mobile version of it working out really well. Maybe even in VR would be kind of cool, but without spoiling
you
too
want
much.
everything.
Yeah, VR would be really cool.
Yeah, VR would be kind of cool.
I think
and
it would work.
I guess it would work if. Okay, anyway, without further ado, the winner of the modifier category Army of One is
Ghost 2. Dun dun dun.
And let's do the right thing here. Oh, that's the wrong one.
What?
Good thing I probably did that. All right.
Great mistake.
Deltanian
Invasion.
Invasion.
Deltanian Invasion.
Yep.
Now I seen her.
All right, and I'm gonna play on normal difficulty because
Yeah, it's that one game made by that one person. You're right.
yes. All right. Let's go ahead and enter. It's simple controls: WASD to move, spacebar to shoot. And I was doing this quite a bit, just flying the little ship. So my goal here is to
Their faces.
make sure that the aliens, I think they're aliens, at least they're UFOs, don't grab the cats here. So they're coming down to Earth to steal all our cats, and I am the
I would be really upset if they stole our
cat
cats.
protector. I love this little quick screen. Gives you
It's such the arcade experience, right? Insert coin to continue.
Yeah.
right, yeah, and you just continue. Now, one detail that I think I didn't think of too much when I first played it, but Tanner mentioned is that the rockets actually loop around the planet, and they come back, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
So the enemies become your own projectiles at a certain point, which is super fun.
All right, made it to level 2, and it just continues. There's no loading. You just keep going. I think that. Oh, I missed that cat, didn't I? Oh no. Let's get some rockets out. Okay.
But yeah, like this game just feels, it's very elegant. It's so well contained, but it's a full experience anyway, right? Like this world isn't very
It looks
big,
great.
but everything feels very cohesive. You know, the indicators are solid.
I love the rockets. They just feel really satisfying, especially when they loop back around. There. Oh.
Yeet.
Oh,
Oh. Kitty cat down.
It's just very pretty. Nice. I made it. I don't remember what my top score was. Let's see if I can maybe beat it. Yeah, easy to pick up and play. I think Tanner mentioned just
it
such
gets
a
to a
solid.
point where you have to start like aiming at the cats from the other side of the planet because they're coming so fast. So you
Yeah,
just
I
have
was
to, like,
I was
start
doing this
shooting.
at one point,
Yeah.
just sending out a little spiral, hoping that it would get him. Maybe not the
Oh.
best tactic.
Good way to kill yourself.
Yeah. Continue? Yes, I do want to continue.
Another really good couch game. This would be a cool multiplayer game too.
It would,
Like,
yeah.
It'd be really fun to figure out how to make them chase each other, or like how to have multiplayer combat.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. No, don't take the cat. Don't do it.
No.
No.
I appreciate
Love
you
this
saving
one.
all of our cats, even
Yeah,
though you don't
I
have a
am
cat.
the cat saver.
Cat
Alright, this is probably
defender.
where I'm going to,
Look how happy he is.
yeah, he's happy cat living on planet Earth, and now they're coming down and taking him.
Rude.
Rip. But not if I can stop you first.
Warp
Oh.
speed option. Oh man.
Yeah, so I think there's even a couple
You're
more-
getting multiple requests for warp speed.
warp speed. I am not even familiar with the warp speed. I never used that. How do I use that?
Probably at the main
I didn't know it was there either.
I didn't know it was there. There's a feature that I really want to see this warp speed now.
Well, you could stop defending cats.
Oh, so how do I?
I would imagine it's back in the main menu.
Okay, let's go ahead and figure that out then. I'm getting hit by my own missiles here. Oh, here we go. Keep moving. How to save cats. Laser. That's for the boss fight. UFOs. Shoot the UFO. Destroy UFO.
You have to restart the game.
Oh, okay. All right. Can I restart it? I guess I have to lose.
Or exit.
I did.
Alt F4.
Oh, all right. I can do it that way too. All right. Warp speed.
I'm pretty sure they did that to Alex once in chat. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
The difficulty.
Okay. I thought so. I had a hard time just beating it on normal.
Here you go.
Here we go. All right. I select the warp speed.
No, you have to move it. They're not watching you right now, Victor.
Oh.
You're on the wrong screen.
I am so lost here. I'm so focused on the game. Here we go. Now y'all can see it. Oh.
Oh.
It's a double one. Alt enter. Here we go. All right.
There you go.
Lost that one. Oh, okay. Now it's real, real many.
Are you kidding?
You just have to dodge them. It's not that difficult. Oh, I beat that.
I think you beat it right before your missiles killed you.
That's crazy.
Oh no, I lost a cat, and there's another one.
Oh no.
Oh, all right, okay. Maybe I need some more practice in warp speed before I attempt that live on the stream.
That's it. You all should host a a stream and see who can get the furthest on the warp speed mode difficulty. There we go.
I
start
enjoy.
That was one of the first ones I got to play. Super fun.
That was so good.
Yep.
So great job, everybody.
Vi?
Yep.
Vi, I think? Yeah. Solo dev, complete game.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Obviously, we're having a
Challenging. I'm a little. I got some adrenaline going to. Yeah. Have to beat it. All right.
So to briefly recap before we move on to our placing winners, all of the Modifier winners will be receiving 1-year Houdini Indie licenses from Side Effects. They get subscriptions to GameTextures.com. Thank you, Tanner. A year
You're
of
welcome.
Soundly Pro. A year of Visual Assist from Whole Tomato. And then lots of unique price packs depending on the modifier category, in addition to an Unreal Engine swag pack and other things. So that's kind of a general wrap up. We're holding on the space modifier.
Yes, the Space Cats,
Modifier.
because it's actually one of the
One of our
finalists.
finalists, yeah.
Yeah, that are getting that category as well. So that's why we haven't done that yet. So it'll be a surprise as that happens. So I think without further ado, it is time to announce the 3rd place finalist of the 2019 Epic MegaJam. Can we get it? Can we get a drum roll this time?
But
Okay.
I don't have drumsticks. I'm not a drummer like you.
No, but you can do that. All right, the 3rd place
the third
finalist
place
is.
What's it gonna be?
It's loading.
It's gonna be a game.
It's loading. I'm gonna.
What do you think it'll be, everyone?
Over. Careful descent.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right, and I think
Love
there's
it.
supposed to be audio here.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Oh,
It's gentle.
did I? There we go. Okay, so the first thing that hit me was this game. I think I accidentally clicked the mouse button, and it's like, oh, okay, oh, it's play with the mouse, and then I realized, oh no, it's play with the space bar, and then I realized, okay, that's the wrong gamepad.
Because it's my game.
Yes. Then oh no, so it's an any button game.
And it's just hold and release.
Yep.
So it's like hold, let go. And apparently, the story behind this is what? It's an alien and a non-alien. The one looks like a chocolate bar, so.
I think it's a chocolate bar. I kind of saw it as like a cat without ears. I don't know.
But they're trying to make it to Earth together.
And it's very cute, very relaxing.
I don't know that
So relaxing.
So relaxing. They actually submitted a mobile build,
Yeah.
an Android build for it as well.
Yeah, this would be so perfect for playing on a phone.
Perfect, yeah. I set this one up on my computer last night and let my family play it, and didn't tell them anything, didn't give them any instructions. They just kept going. They kept starting it over.
Oh,
Yeah, I
They get
really
to the
like that
bottom and
first
do it again.
explorative moment because there's no instructions. The game just starts
Okay.
and you get it. Every single little, there are no, well, there kind of are enemies, but every single little mechanic that are implemented, they they surprise you a little bit, but you immediately know to not do that the next time.
Can I go on the purple with the blue?
Well, can you?
No.
No.
I didn't think so. So that doesn't sound right. So you can work your way into some sort of tricky situations.
Yeah, there's one little puzzle.
Yeah, it gets pretty hard.
Further down that took me maybe 10 tries or something. And if we'll see. We'll get there.
I don't know if I have enough room.
I think you do.
The one with the
Nice.
stars. That was super fun.
Yes, the second to last, I think, difficult section. The yellow points are little checkpoints. So once you hear that little noise, that means that if you
and then
if you
here,
die,
your string grows.
this one's tricky. You gotta time it really well. Nice.
Ooh. Clearly, just barely made it. I just need that checkpoint.
Really liked the art, and at first I'm like, so we're going down, and then I realized, oh, we're in space, and then it turns into clouds.
Yeah.
And we're slowly making our way down to Earth, and this is a oh, nice. Oh.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the red stars are not. Oh.
Yeah, they will stop you. You're not allowed to hit them.
Okay. And I'll just
This
move.
game's ready to go, though. They
Oh,
could
yeah,
sell
yeah,
this
ship it.
on- Yeah, like build some levels. This game's done. It's ready to go.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna hit it.
Yeah.
Finding that right spot to start your loop is not. I'm gonna hit it.
Oh.
Oh,
You have to get in just the perfect spot. Okay.
Yeah, it's really juicy. I like the camera motion when you switch.
Oh my gosh.
I believe in you.
That makes one of us.
Yes. Yes.
Woo!
It's pretty good. I'm glad we had some practice because otherwise.
I know, it's like, I've played this before, but I still
I don't
That
remember.
one's
didn't
tricky.
hear
That one's
the-
super hard.
want to hear the ding. Nope. Okay. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I think you just have to pass like the lower end of it.
I don't know.
And I could see many instances here where sort of if the logic wasn't implemented the right way, it could break, like the checkpoints or the stars, or where you're, I don't know, grabbing or attaching to. But I was never like, there was no negative aspect of it where I'm like, oh, that was broken. And you made
did
it.
You made it.
I did
Yeah.
it, everyone.
Definitely wanted to see another level past this, and so to the team that worked on this, if you continue, please let us know so that we can beat some more levels.
It'd be fun to see more of the story built into it, like why are they going down to Earth? You know, give us some context.
Mm-hmm.
You could have it like in space. You could have them on asteroids. You could have so much fun with it.
And then maybe they get sent back out to space because
Yeah.
they found this
Well, you made it. Get back.
unorthodox relationship between the two.
Down into the core of Earth, maybe. Just
So
keep
that
going
means-
down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that idea. Just hopefully you don't burn up in the middle of the earth. So that was Team Snake Rake, and it was a team of 2. So great job. Those folks will be going home with a 9th Gen i9 CPU from Intel, in addition to new 27-inch monitors from Lenovo, and the prizes we mentioned before, Houdini Indie license, game textures, subscription, Soundly Pro Visual Assist, some sweet packs from Project Nature and Gurkhan Karadai, Silver TM, and the swag from Engine. So
Yeah,
lots of great stuff.
everyone gets swag.
All the swag.
All the swag. Special swag.
Swag.
All right.
Ooh,
The
Man.
the
chat's already
next-
got ideas for it too.
Hmm?
Like, oh, you could shrink and go inside stuff, and yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do with that game.
Yeah, very impressive. I love that the premise of it and the design is so simple, yet it provides us with so much joy and the irritation that we're not like, that we're failing at it, and like you can get better, you can plan a little bit better. At one point I was just sort of juggling that, like I was trying to move by just juggling them, like not just doing a proper lap.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds hard.
Good fun. All right. So the second place finalist. This is also once again a complete game. It has multiplayer, which is a nice bonus feature. And we never tried to play it online, but there's no reason why I don't think it shouldn't work online. And we've actually made it so that we can play it 2 players here. I should also mention that this is also the winner of the Space Cats category.
Meow meows.
Meow meows. And y'all will see why very soon. Phenomenal animations. Like VFX is great. There's good audio. Everything is just very, very, very well put together. I just want to say that we think this is definitely. It was tough to pick these. Yeah. It was very tough. And I saw someone mention earlier that honorable mentions, and we are going to go through some of the honorable mentions once we have, because otherwise, if you say honorable mentions, then you know that you didn't make it, and that's kind of not fun. So, I'm going to go ahead and run it on.
Set some things up.
Yep.
To host it. So, I guess I can pull some stats. So, 4 people made this game, and it's definitely very active, very frenetic. We all really enjoyed not only the visual style of it, because they've done a really good job putting together the game as a whole. And so, like he was talking about it being a complete game, like the level and the graphics all around just feel polished and finished. In addition to...
If there's audio now that spoils it, I'm going to be sorry.
It's not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Maybe.
Yeah.
It could be.
Okay. There isn't. All right. Okay. Cool. So we're ready. There's one more step.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I need to punch in one more thing, but we can talk about it. So the winner, or the second place finalist of the 2019 Epic MegaJam and the Space Cats Modifier category winner is, drum roll please, Cosmic Catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Catastrophe. Yep. And I love the little on the logo they put the ears.
It's a subtle little thing that is.
There's so many small things like that in the game. So we're gonna go ahead and host on the main PC, and then I'm gonna go ahead and connect.
I like just the little things, like the cat's in there. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do my lick my paw.
Another awesome party game.
Yep. And so, yeah, with this one being not only, it has a lot of really great elements that tie together really, really well. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You said it worked, Victor.
Yes, because I just tried it, so...
Did you punch the numbers in right?
I did. Did I fat finger a space or something in here?
I don't see one.
I don't think I did. Good thing is that we can play a single player, but let me give this a try.
It's so much better with more.
I know. Didn't fat finger anything.
No. Did you all spend many minutes playing this game as well?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I love this game. Oh, there we go. Hey.
All right.
Whew.
Beginner mistake. Not sure what we did.
Okay.
But it's working now. All right. So for those of you who haven't played it or seen it, in this game we need to fix holes to save the ship from falling apart. We also need to replace batteries to close the gates, and those are the first steps. I think we should be able to get through all 3 levels here. And I'm gonna have to do keyboard. All right, so we're going now.
Oh, where am I? Oh, my gamepad's not working.
Oh, I'm dumb. Why am I looking at that screen? I need to play in this one. Of course I have to play in this one.
And I love the little touches. If you're running around, if you're near this door where the wind or the air is like being sucked out, like you can. It actually pulls you. Oh no!
Yeah.
I lost the battery. Oh, I got it. So yeah, you're running to the bottom of the level here to pick up battery cores. There's comets and things, or meteors.
They're coming. They're coming. Don't spoil all the
What?
mechanics.
They're here. We literally have holes in our floor.
Holes, yeah, but the asteroids haven't made it yet.
Okay.
That's
I feel like I got really good at this game.
Yeah,
I was like, you can like grab the batteries and throw them on the floor in the middle so that they're closer to the doors.
Yep, but if you do it, and the gate opens, they will fly out.
But I don't
Yeah,
think...
so if you
But he kept it in the middle, is
replace
what
the
he's
battery before the gate opens, then it works.
Oh.
So the door doesn't actually have to open, which is how I think that's how you get the stars at the end, if you prevent it from opening in time.
Oh.
It's really,
Okay, good.
I got it. Oh, I thought I had it. All right, a whole integrity is fine.
Oh, nice.
I love how all
Here,
of the
there you go.
UI when you're actually playing the game is completely diegetic. And so you can see
feel
the
like
whole
that's the word of
integrity
the
over
week.
here. It is the word of the week.
Diegetic.
I
Don't
really
make
like.
up words, Victor.
I'm not making up words.
What a
all
silly
the
Swede.
sound designers in chat, they should
Here you go. Oh, here you
know
go.
what that is.
Throw some batteries up there for you.
Up.
Oh, I like that. There you go.
Yeah, because then I can take care of all the ones down here.
We made it.
We did it.
All right, let's do the next level.
But
2
I also
stars.
love the tiny touches, like in the background, you can see that you're getting closer to Earth, but then they even have a little indicator at the top in the level. Okay.
And so now we got to throw the asteroids into the shredder before they explode. And we also need to
I just want to know why
put out the fires.
asteroids are exploding.
There are asteroids in space.
I know, but why do they explode?
They're, I don't know. They're really. They're also traveling high speeds. I have no idea. I don't need to know. It's a good mechanic.
I have so many questions. But you can see at the
Space
top of
chemicals
the the top of our ship, there's a little graphic of the ship with the planet. Here, I'll just walk up there. So right here at the top, you see the planet and the Earth.
Oh, yeah.
And throughout the game, or throughout the levels, you'll get closer to the. Oh man, gotta go get that exploding
I got the water.
meteor.
Toss the bucket. Toss the
Love
bucket.
it. What do you want?
I was talking to myself.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, no, don't lose the battery. Okay. Hull integrity at 78%.
There's
All right,
almost
up.
something to me that. Oh gosh.
And
Ah!
it took us several playthroughs
Oh, no.
before I discovered like that there's
Can I put the fire out?
yes, you
Yeah,
grab
you need the buckets
the
of
bucket
water.
over here,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and then
It's like, wait.
we move here, and then with X we fill it up, and then
Oh,
we go
that's-
down. I got the water. Don't worry,
Okay.
I got this. You take care of the hole. Oh, I got a battery too. Uh-oh. This
There's like something about this that reminds me of like Space Team. Like it's not in the same. It's not the same play style, but
I see it. Yeah, I see
the
it.
like frenetic nature of like trying to make sure your ship doesn't go down.
The craziness of it for sure.
oh, it didn't go in. Come on. All right, I got the fire.
Yeah, and overcooked. It's definitely a lot of overcooked.
Like a blend of those things. Okay, I'll get a battery.
Need more water.
Oh man.
We got
I mean,
this.
imagine making Overcooked in 7 days, though, right? That's what's so crazy
Yeah.
about this. It's just this feels like
sorry.
a full effort from
Getting
a full
stuck.
team that they could, release on the marketplace tomorrow and sell.
Oh, we made
Oh,
it.
I made it. All right.
Close one.
Now, let's leave the third level and the little extra puzzle or,
Yep.
or mechanic that's being introduced there.
Guess you should just play it, everybody.
Oh,
But yeah.
Definitely play it. If you're in chat, go play that.
go play that. Cosmic Catastrophe, also winner of the Space Cats. They are clearly cats in space. And just every little detail, like the fog particles that come out when you're running. There's another thing that I was going to bring up. The center aisle between where you pick up the batteries, if you're trying to go the opposite ways,
Oh, man.
you can.
Well, yeah, you and I got stuck because you were trying to go, but because I was right next to you, I feel like I was blocking just a little bit of it, and we're both like, ah! That's okay. Can you play? You can play solo.
Yes, you
but
can.
it's definitely much more enjoyable with a party.
Yeah, I was able to make it to level 3 on my own, which I thought was a good achievement.
Yeah.
But that's once I had the mechanics down, like which button does what. Yeah, and I think the only stuff
level 3 was hard.
Yes, level 3 is difficult on your own. I didn't beat that because you gotta. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil that. There's another thing you need to do, but there's so many, like all the diegetic UI. You can see the rocket going down towards Earth.
Yeah.
And if you didn't notice, in the background, so like the level you're in is the ship, and it's going down, and then in the background you can see Earth slowly getting closer, closer, and closer. That took us like 2 playthroughs before because I was so focused on the gameplay and winning, and then all these small little details that I'm very impressed that they were able to pull this off in 7 days. If I saw this on Steam or anywhere else, I wouldn't have guessed that this was this was a jam game.
Has anybody checked on those developers? Are they okay? That's a lot of work.
I don't know. If you're in chat, please let us know that you're actually able to receive and to receive the prices.
Was this updated by or uploaded by like family members that are like, this was their wish?
Yeah, we're not gonna get too.
They're here. They say they're okay.
Okay, they're fine. All right.
This just in, everyone.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was a team of 4, and they great work.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
So good.
What's the tough choice between this and the one that's about to come up next?
Many of them, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the entire list of honorable mentions would have a spot up here if there were more spots.
We had full debates about all of them, honestly.
Yep.
Like it was really hard picking the winner, or all of the winners. I don't know.
All of them.
It was a tough choice.
Yeah. And it makes you feel a little. You're like, oh, but I mean, this is great. We had such a fun time playing this as well, and it's like, but we have to pick someone. Unfortunately, fortunately for them, for the winners. All right, we're at the 1 hour 10-minute mark, so I think it's due time.
Yep.
That we announce the grand prize finalist.
Yep.
Winner of the 2019 Epic
Intel GDC
MegaJam.
Prize Experience. Falcon Northwest
PCs.
Talons that are beautiful, and we're all jelly.
Yeah, very.
And then again, the same prizes from the others from Side Effects, Game Textures, DX Racer chairs, Soundly, Visual Assist from Whole Tomato, which the other folks got too. I don't think I mentioned that. And lots of great packs again from our marketplace sponsors. But just an incredible game.
Yeah, I couldn't believe this when I first saw it.
I don't know how they did this.
Are you still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
The scope of this game is something, if someone told me that this is what we're making, like as part of the first design process of a jam, I'd be like, probably I'm gonna go find another team. Like that's gonna be really tough to pull off.
There's no way that you're gonna finish that game, and somehow they did.
They did it.
They did it. Just the sheer amount of like QA involved with playing it, because of how long it actually takes you to go through it, how beautiful it looks. The
it's
concept,
those nightly builds you're always talking about.
It is probably, I'd say, the most on theme, or one of the most. A lot of them are on theme. Most of them were on theme, but it is very on theme in a very clever, artistic way. It's not just there. It's part of the entire experience, and you keep it in the back of your mind as you're playing. And that combined with everything else, just for me, this was, I played it and I thought, like,
we're still like running through all the games, and Victor's like, this one. We're like, Victor, we have a lot of games left. It's a bit early to be calling it.
I just don't know how like.
And we didn't.
Yeah, we had played Cosmic Catastrophe before, and I knew that one was going to be, or I thought that was going to be a challenger. That was definitely a contender. And then this came up, and I had to link it to everyone. It's like, play this, let me know what you think. But I think we have something really awesome here. So, absolutely amazing work. Let's go ahead and let you know who it is. The winner, the big grand
Our
finale.
5th anniversary.
Epic
2019.
Epic MegaJam. And the talent and the CPU and everything else goes to drum roll, and they have a really pretty start thing that I can't show, but it's gonna come up.
Here you go. It's planted.
And
yes,
from the moment I saw the start screen, I had high hopes, because it immediately sets you into the atmosphere, and I hope y'all can hear the soundtrack. There's even a little, and I also love, like, there's no controls here. They don't tell you anything. You're just gonna go down to earth. It fades out. I'm gonna shut up.
so cool. How?
All right, so we've landed, and I want to show the character here because this game is absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
How about the animation too? It's directly on point with the character design and the world design. It's impressive.
I think that was one of the few things they did.
Yep.
Source.
I think they modified them, but the character animations were were sourced. Everything else except a few textures, and I think there's something coming up in the game, so I can't spoil that, but they used it for something that is coming up later as the journey progresses. Just the controls feel so good.
And they're in chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Up. Yeah.
Oh.
See,
I didn't figure out the rocket float thing for a really long time, that you could boost up and fly for a little bit.
so it is available from the get-go, but as clever as these designers are, they don't tell you about it until later when you actually need it, and I really like that.
Yep.
So I was trying to use it there, but all right, here we go. Full boost.
Awesome. Yeah, the jetpack.
Yeah, so I definitely did not go through this as quickly as I'm doing now when I first played it, but I wanted to be able to show off as much as possible of the game. I think it took me 40 minutes almost, which is just the sheer amount of content, and it's not 40 minutes of like repetitiveness. I was intrigued, and I wanted to know, like, what's next? How much else did were they able to put together for the jam? And now I'm missing two of these, so I think I might have missed one up here.
Yeah, without spoiling it, the game just gets more and more rewarding as you go. They unlock more gameplay elements, more situations. It's not just like a 3D platformer like maybe the first level makes it seem.
No!
Oh.
All right, not gonna lie, I died, I don't know how many times, but I did die quite a bit as I was playing this the first time. What's really nice, and I like this actually, dying is you have to run. Oh, okay. This is what happens when I play. I usually don't play games live. I usually make games. That's not an excuse. The atmosphere, like I don't think I can speak of that enough. No one was allowed to disturb me as I was going through this. Because I was immersed in the game.
Ooh.
Again. Oh. Oh, nope. Clearly, I am not a good plant explorer. I don't know what to call the character here. It's just gorgeous.
The gardener.
Like guardian gardener.
Yeah, that's good. That's clever. I like that.
Oh, and I think this is where they introduced the glide.
I think they did that a couple jumps ago.
Okay. Yeah, I just remember it was this part here because you needed to finish it. Just look at it. It's very pretty. Mushrooms. I'm gonna play through till the next part, but then I'm gonna leave a good portion of the game left if anyone wants to go check it out, and I highly suggest you do.
Oh no. They said it's a...
So many good puns in chat.
I won't totally call him that, but from our team, he described it as a make-believe plant former.
Oh. Oh, I love that.
That was probably my favorite part of playing all of these games, was all the hilarious puns. The amount of puns were just out of this world.
Yeah.
I mean, no pun intended, but man.
There were so many. It was delightful. They were perfect.
Perfect. There was Pertonium.
Pertonium was good.
Yeah. It's almost too many. We should probably have, if we had a little bit more time, we should have written them all down and gathered sort of a master sheet of...
Well, just literally go to the names of the games on the submission page.
Yeah.
There's a good starter list there.
I like this effect too, the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Another gameplay element.
Yep, yeah, here's the next one. Or soon. I was also surprised to see sort of the breadth of the environments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like it was 5 artists that built this game.
That would make sense.
So only when you say the blueprinter, Jester Sheepy, was it only you blueprinting? We'll see. Because yeah, that I would believe if y'all are cranking out art all week long. Those mushrooms are so creepy.
Yep. Oh. Ah.
Yeep.
I thought I could go.
That's very Dark Souls. You died.
Yeah, those monsters are scary. Like, the first time I encountered one, my hands were shaking because it was around and I didn't know what to do.
I like that you can't fight them.
Killed me.
That it's not violent in that regard. You have to dodge them.
Yeah. But I also think what I do like about this is that it speaks to the ability or like the flexibility of teams. So if you don't have a programmer on your team or not a traditional programmer, you can still achieve something, a very good experience and a complete game.
I failed again.
In blueprints and without necessarily being like an adept programmer. Like there's still a lot you can do. It's still very powerful, still very versatile and accessible.
This team clearly knew what they were doing. They're just all over talented.
All right, I have to pass the first enemy.
I wonder if there's
Was
a
it not
count of
that
how
much
many
info?
assets they actually had to produce.
All of them. All the assets.
I mean, yeah, it's just so much. Like all the foliage and bark and stuff. That stuff takes a lot of effort.
Oh, I made it. I was lucky. Where was he? Oh, lucky. He was over there. Yeah, they're creepy. I think I'm good to go.
I was really tempted to like shout, see if I could startle you. Uh-oh. He's coming for you.
Is he after me? I don't think he is. No!
Oh!
You can't really make it once he sees you.
I like his All
right, I think that's where I'll end it. There is a lot more to play in the game, so there are quite a few more sections that you need to go through. There's a beautiful scene closer to the end. I expected the game to sort of like, oh, okay, that's where they ended up. Like that's where that's how many parts of the level they were able to create. And it's like, no, it just keeps going, it keeps being interesting. Gets a little more difficult every time you enter a new area. Worth a very, very big applause and congratulations.
Yay.
I'm getting the same sense.
I can see it. You're like, you were so entranced and just like in the zone
of playing this.
It's cool that it gives you closure like that too. There's a lot of, it's hard. You spend so much time playing a game and then it usually just ends, right? It's cool that that one just it gives you closure and kind of completes itself.
Yeah, and I had to pick up the game and play it again to actually beat it, because I wasn't able to my first playthrough because I still had I don't know, another 100 games or something to play, 200, I don't remember. It's been a lot of games.
400.
Yeah, this year I have played more games than I have done in my entire life.
Probably.
Prior.
Yeah, I believe that.
And half of them were in the past couple of weeks. I can't stress enough how amazing it was to see all the submissions that came in. We were definitely a little. How many games? How many games did you all submit?
Like, how many were I through? Okay.
Yeah, it's like that was 50. Like, and then take a breather, and it's important to not like get tired and just sort of neglect things because you are too saturated. You want to have sort of the first time experience with all of them. And so taking breaks, get some coffee, eat some carrots. That was a lot of carrots playing through these games, neglecting everything else that we were supposed to do, and just focus on this one thing. I am quite humbled by the amount and the effort that went into all of the submissions. To mention a few more, to not shy away from sort of the significant amount of
outstanding titles.
Outstanding titles, or titles that just had something new that I'd never seen before.
Right. I don't necessarily mean outstanding as in like, I mean, all of them are unique in their own way, but there's a lot of things that come with game jams that are charming that you may not do during normal development, or it's something unique, kind of in the same way that the VR game is like, how often are you going to make games about like slapping people in the office and things like that?
But that's what's cool about sort of providing a direction for everyone as well using the theme, is that it forces you to, like, you have to be creative on demand.
Right.
And that's a very real thing in the industry as a developer, designer, or artist. That is sort of like, you got to make something awesome and you got to make it now. And that's a really good skill to practice that, I don't remember, there's a good quote, can't remember from who, I can't remember the quote entirely, but the idea of it is that, a lot of creatives sometimes feel like I'm not motivated, so therefore I'm not going to make anything because I don't have any motivation. And that's not a good enough excuse, because sometimes all you need is just to make something, and motivation will come throughout the process of creating something. And I try to live by that even when I'm feeling like, I don't want to work on my project anymore, or like, I played too many games. It's just like, no, just do it and you'll be surprised. 5, 10, 15 minutes, you'll be back in that state of, I'm creative, I'm making amazing things, I feel awesome, this is what I'm here to do. And that's important. And I think there was hope. I believe, considering the quality of the titles or submissions that came in, I think there was a lot of that in the week that the jam went on. To mention a couple that that had a few very interesting mechanics. There was one game called Me, Myself, and I, Sir Dis-a-Lot. Sir Dis-a-Lot.
That was great.
See if I can bring up an image. The game is a bit of Tetris meets Shakespeare meets yeah, I don't really know how to describe it.
Old English poetry.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take maybe a little. Should we bring up some footage? Did you have some
with some videos? So, well, you had mentioned Catronauts.
Catronauts,
which we have a video for.
Okay.
That we can show a little bit of.
Catronauts is good.
Nice.
Which was also a solid multiplayer game.
Yeah, and me and Alex were trying to figure out, so what does the yarn do? And we were just trying to figure out first, like, does the yarn do anything? And we were playing around with the yarn, trying to kick it down to earth like that, and like, does that do anything? And then it turns out that, like, no, the yarn does nothing. It is just a fun prop that is there to fit the theme. Maybe you could kick the yarn into another player. I don't know. This game reminded me a lot of one of our previous winners in the Spring Jam. It was like a coin brawler where you were jumping and the ground was moving away. Beautiful art. Very much in similar
Another
vein.
game that you can get better at just by practicing quickly. Like, you learn how to, bait your opponents onto bricks that are falling or about to fall. So there's a lot of ways to use the environment creatively.
Or knock them, yeah.
We also had Greg and the Great Evil, which we may or may not pretend is the guy running our streams. But what I thought was really interesting about this is it's like a visual take on a classic like card game. So obviously you have your cards there and you pick, but you're like wandering through the dungeon. You're dealt a hand. You can play 3 of them, which is the blue bar on the side. Then you end your turn, and then everything sorts out. And it's not necessarily a unique gameplay style, but having it presented in this way is something I hadn't seen before, and I thought was just really interesting and different.
Yeah, and the little diorama, is that the right word? Like diorama levels.
Like it's super clean.
Yeah.
Sharp. Everything looks good. I love how it sets up each time, so he'll kill the goblin hopefully soon. And but yeah, like
it had a really cool menu system also.
So it's like, yeah, you pop through and then it all just falls into place and you do it again. So I thought it was a very effective use of like a limited number of assets. But let's see. Oh, we had Dapper Dan's Graveyard Smash.
Yeah, this was something very special. Definitely a little. What was the word you used when we first? It was not grime. I'm losing.
Gritty.
Gritty. Yeah. It was like, wait, we're graveyard workers, and not only do we have to bury bodies,
but like, this is so dark and
yeah,
morbid.
we also need to fight the zombies. And then the corner, yeah, where you buy upgrades. Difficult, and then you gotta incinerate the bodies.
This is so dark.
You can also play this split screen, or not split screen, but couch co-op.
But yeah, then you have like these giant, massive zombies coming for you.
And they drop the rings that you then use to buy upgrades. I think there's a new shovel. You can get more health.
Yeah.
I love the effect on just the graves when they light up. I thought that was...
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful lighting.
Something else we want to give a shout out to is My Friend is a Raven.
Yep.
Which is, I think that art style is very interesting, especially because the world's still 3D. But it's presented with all these sort of 2D assets. And there's multiple endings, which we will not disclose. But yeah, clearly there's been a plague. And it's a very what's the word I want? I don't know.
Dystopian?
Solemn. It's a very solemn game.
Yeah.
But definitely, at least wanted to give it a shout out for being something
very unique,
very different.
That's another game I played for a really long time, just trying to figure out how to get the endings.
Yeah, how many did you say you end up?
I think I got 3 out of 4 of the
okay.
endings. I couldn't get the 4th one, but again, I just had to start moving on because there was like another 100 games to play. But yeah, it was awesome.
Let's drop a few more names. I don't know if we loaded footage of, but do we have Rootsy?
I don't.
Okay, so Rootsy, I should just bring out the submission page. We have a little bit of time left. We can extend this.
While you're doing that, we also had skyscraper fuel delivery. Had a video of that as well.
Oh yeah. So this was done by one developer. It was a sheer amount of content. It was tough.
It was.
It was very tough. There were plenty of sort of new mechanics. I liked the narrative that kept you sort of immersed in the story and want to do your best to. I think it's a garbage bot. That's what you're playing as.
Yeah. So you've been like this robot, right? That you're starting at what was it in the narrative? They said like floor 370 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, I hope they didn't actually build this many floors in this game.
How are we gonna get through this?
Like, I'm not ready for that. But yeah, like it is really interesting. They're like, oh, you have to get down to the base floor to deliver something, and it was kind of fascinating to see the way they introduced new mechanics and these search robots, and then you could pull so that you could see, like, turn on the lamps, enter consoles to open doors. There's a lot to this, so definitely one worthy of being.
It got surprisingly intense too, because there's like moments where you have to book it and then get into the next room, and it would be another enemy or another obstacle that you had to figure out. It was fun.
I think you got the video list, and then I can go through some of the ones that.
Yeah, we had Space Claws, Fat and Furious.
Fat and Furious. This is like a super Meat Boy-esque platformer, and I believe we tuned into this developer's stream just as the jam started, and the cat is actually his cat. So he modeled it based off of his fat cat, as he said it. Those are not my words. You get upgrades, which is always fun in a platformer. Animation work was great.
Yeah, this one was fun.
Get the laser goggles. I love that the wall slide.
That pause.
Yeah.
He's so stealthy. Yeah, this one was great. And it was actually made by, I think it was a team of 2, and they came from like film VFX, and are now moving into the game space.
Yeah.
Which is really
That
awesome.
explains it. Those explosions are amazing.
Yeah, it was so fun. So great job on that one. We
Yeah.
also have Grounded. Sorry.
So,
I love this game so
yeah,
much.
in just the first section, I don't show that when you hit play, I love that the can like opens. It's just a nice little touch, and the theme interpretation was really good. It was very difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I had a really, really difficult time getting through this.
From the moment I launched this game, I was just like, I'm so ready for this. This is what I've been waiting for. So.
Whoever recorded this video is a pro at this game. Never did a clean run like that.
Like you're worming your way
this
around,
part was
rolling
so
your way
hard
around.
at the rolling.
Yep, bye.
What else do we have? The one you were talking about earlier, that Unleash the Tempest.
Unleash the Tempest.
Yeah.
We had to bring this up because I
I learned so much.
yeah, this was very special. I don't think I played a game like it. I think it was one developer too.
Thanks.
I think it was an Army of One
Let me look.
title. This was actually even more difficult than Grounded, and you had to do keep attention to so many things at once. You gotta clench your sphincter. You have to dodge, the things that damage, and then the moss. You have to now do it at the rhythm of your heartbeat. And this scene right here. Oh, okay. It didn't show off the amazing fade into the artwork on top of it.
This is a team of 5.
Oh, okay. It was a team of 5. I mistook it then. Yeah, kind of insane. And I liked how they faded between like the TV. Like there was nice transitions. A lot of just like the cadence of what they presented. That was part of the gameplay loop. It was very impressive.
Yeah.
I wish they showed the pooping animation. That was so funny.
Yeah.
Well, now that's just an incentive for everyone to go play it for yourself, so you can see it.
Never thought I wanted to play that game, but I did.
Let's see. What other ones did we want to see? We had a short list here.
Rootsy.
Oh yeah. That was a very different interpretation, which I was really impressed by.
Let's see.
Could we pull up the
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Greg. And the Great Evil.
Yeah. Very unusual, like...
Yeah, your root vegetables.
Yeah.
That are from the earth.
And it was very cute. It's a game that, I could have my younger cousins or something play. It's kind of competitive, but at the same time, there's not really any violence involved. I like the soundtrack. Kind of, a little bit scary maybe if you're young. Yeah, very cute. Let's see, we had another one I wanted to mention was Throw It Down.
Nope. Oh. Control F.
Yeah, I got
it.
This. So.
Oh yeah.
This was a really cool interpretation of a space cat. See, I don't think there's a video.
No. But that's a good picture there. That's sort of representative.
Yeah. So you move the laser pointer, and the goal is to knock everything off the table. Even just the sound of the space cat boink 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 was like satisfying.
Yep. I feel like I had seen that one. It was like, oh my gosh.
Kept playing it. Another one in the same vein was Laser Lynx.
Oh yeah.
An interesting sort of puzzle. You're stuck to a chair, and the only other living being that can help you is the cat, and you have a laser pointer, and you need to guide the cat around
as you do
to fetch you things. I'm not going to spoil anything because this one was actually quite interesting to explore, figuring out like how to solve this. I think there were a few different ways. There was not only one way to compete it or beat it. There were a few different ways.
I really liked this one. This was a good one. Very fun.
Yeah. And it was interesting to see. There was actually another slap game. So it's interesting to see how.
Yeah.
Different teams from all around the world all like sometimes have similar ideas of how to interpret the theme or what to make of it. I find that very enjoyable.
But yeah, there were some like variations on like tower defense. And so was that the space elevator? Was that the one? Where it's like you're basically it kind of felt like a space station, and then you like load it up with cargo, and you had to like blast the ships that were coming in.
It was this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you had to all those panels you see. You're like loading up your cargo, and then once or whatever capsules and things you're trying to get, but you can also put weapons to protect it, and then or turrets, I guess. So as you're trying to like make this delivery down to Earth, all these ships will come in, and you have to blast them. So I thought that was really cool. It's just something
and you have to like
different.
strategically load your cargo.
Yeah, you need to load balance
strategically pick your weapons. It's fun.
We had Down to Earth Worm.
Oh yeah.
I saw. Let's see if I can find it here. I'm not sure if there's. I don't know if they had a video. Oh, that was not the one. Oh, there is. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the effect of sort of going down into
Yeah.
Earth was really cool.
It's just like you start as this little worm that eats people, as
Yeah,
it
of
does.
course, earthworms. That's.
It very much reminded me of Tremors.
I played that.
Yes.
No, the movie.
I haven't seen that either.
What do we do with you?
You haven't seen Tremors?
Nope.
Oh my
All right.
God.
So anyway, it gets bigger from eating stuff. It was like, oh, here, let me have this satellite. No big deal. But I just love how comically large he is compared to the planet. But
This one, and then there was one cute one. There was a lot of cute ones.
there were. Yep. All right.
I think it was this one that had a really unique art style.
Oh, yeah.
So, charming, I don't know, is the word I'd use to describe this.
It's so cute.
And storytelling and little kawaii cats and
That face.
I think that's supposed to be like a washer and dryer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Little mom waving goodbye. Sending her little kittens out into space.
I'm in space.
I'm in space.
Yeah. So good.
I don't know what to call those though, but they're back again.
I just love that you can watch him through the little window in the so good.
There's so much. This bemused, really
Yeah.
cool mechanic. I was actually quite curious how they did the shift between the when you're the actual reality and then when you're on sort of cloud 9.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they called it. I don't know. We could probably sit here for
Yeah.
a while and talk
Talking
about
so many of games.
Yeah.
So many of the games, yeah.
and even once we had a sort of short catch cat. This had a cool mechanic where instead of moving the character, it was
This was
pretty
hilarious.
difficult.
Yeah, because it's a
I think
tilt.
there's a video.
So it's like a tilt map.
Yeah, you tilt the world rather than moving the character, and he's just like sort of low gravity floating down, and you gotta pick the cats and send them down
And
to Earth.
tilt, and then the guy would run or fall in the direction you're tilting the map. I fell off so many times. I was just like... it's just-
I think you only got hit by the bumpers like once.
But you all should absolutely be proud of yourselves.
Yes.
You know, I know obviously there are people going home with prizes and things, which is always exciting and awesome, and we're super thrilled to be able to provide those on behalf of our sponsors. But just accomplishing a game in a week is an impressive feat. You sat down, you, based off of whatever goofy themes and modifiers we gave you, decided to create something. And so if you've submitted, or even if you worked on something but didn't quite make it to submission, but like you put the work in, like that's making something, and that's helping your skills, that's helping you grow as a developer, it's stretching those creative muscles, and you should absolutely be proud of that. Like,
Yeah.
And I think that's, for us, what's always the most
That's the spirit.
humbling. Like, the idea is we want you to have fun, learn something, enjoy it, and if we can toss some incentives along the way, great. But really it's about, I'm also always so incredibly impressed and like proud in some ways when I jump in the Discord chat, the Game Jam channel, and y'all are helping each other,
Yeah, it's
trying
not
to overcome
competition in that
your
way.
problems. So it's like, even though, you know, a lot of folks are competing for prizes, like you're still in there trying to help make sure other people succeed. And I think that's something that I really, really love about like us as a community.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's great.
Yeah, yeah, like I said, I can't stress enough just at the sheer talent that exists among all of you. Everything that you're making, you know, whether you got your idea to the finish line, whether you hit some snacks along the way, it's all part of it. And the only route is to, you know, keep moving forward, get better, practice more. I think I I've learned a significant amount of stuff just throughout game jams because it's such a collaborative environment. It's also very real to a real production environment, right? You have a goal.
That's the best way to learn. They're so fun. Low cost, just, the risk is not there. You can have fun, learn from people. I don't know. It's awesome.
It's special.
Well done, Amanda and Victor.
And Tanner.
And Tanner.
And
Mike.
everybody.
Yeah, everyone else. And Alex helped us judge.
Yeah.
And to all of our sponsors for for allowing us to send home some cool stuff to all the amazing ones. I wish we could give everyone everything, but 1,000 developers, that'd be a lot. That'd be a lot. I don't think we do anything but shipping.
Yeah.
For next year.
All over Christmas. Oh yeah, sure. Tennis promised it on the live stream. Y'all heard it.
He'll give you stuff. Prizes for everyone.
Oh.
Yep.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Please go ahead and play as many games as you can if you haven't already. The couple of things that are worth to mention. I believe at this point, I'm not sure if it's tonight by midnight or if it just happened, but the submissions are now unlocked. So in case you want to, instead of just like dropping a drive link or something that I've seen that some of you have done for a build that works, you are now allowed to sort of update the game binaries and the pages and everything else on the jam page. So they will live on there forever, hopefully. And so that should unlock. It should have already done it, or it will be tonight by midnight.
Yeah.
Not entirely sure.
I think we can update it too. So.
We probably can, yeah. So feel free to update it now that the judging period is over.
I know many of you have gone in and already tried to fix some bugs or add on to it. So now's the time to make sure that that's the build everybody sees if they're coming to their page. Which I think we want to give a shout out to itch.io too.
Yes, absolutely. And they helped us out forwarding a couple of support emails and such. Helped us tell us to update our profile page on on itch, which was very, very kind of them to make us aware of that.
But just as a platform, I think it's a great. What I love about this is that you all get to have game pages for your game that lets it live in its own space, and if people comment on it or want to experience it, there's a great way for you to get feedback and things like that too. So. Yeah,
and the fact that they host it for you, it doesn't cost you anything, and you can make money off of your games if you want to. It's a very amazing platform. That's why we're using it. It helps us. It helps all of you to get visibility into your work. And I'm sure some of you have participated in other jams on itch. I mean, there's always a jam going on itch. So if you feel inclined, I want to make something this weekend, just head to his front page and you'll probably find a jam you can participate in.
If you're not too tired.
Yeah, if you're not too tired. Hope y'all get some sleep or have received some sleep. For us, the jam period is sort of the least amount of work for us. That's when we're just enjoying what everyone's making, and then when the jam's over, that's when our work starts. So it's leading up to the jam. So we're all gonna get some rest, I think.
Yeah, it's time to celebrate.
It is, yes. And Christmas holidays are coming up real soon. So we hope that everyone gets to have a little bit of a break before the new year begins.
But what's next week?
Next week, we are going to have Tim Sweeney and Zach Parrish here in the studio talking about doing our traditional year in review live stream. So me, Amanda, Zach, and Tim are going to be here in the traditional way that it's been done previous. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on throughout the year. We would love for as many of you as possible to join us and go through that. I'm happy I got to have Zach on the live stream this year, even though it might not necessarily be his blueprint magic, but that's the way it goes. And next year, next year, I'm going to have a chat with Zach, and I'm going to make sure he comes and shows his magic on the stream here. And of course, Tim, it's going to be great to have them both here.
Yeah.
Round off the year.
I guess we just have a little something to leave them with. If we want to pull it up on the screen.
Yeah, just a bit. So we wanted to end the stream with something that came out of the jam that we... that's going to be memorable for us, and we would like to have you all partake in the joy of what we're about to show, or You'll get it. Tanner, thank you so much for coming on, helping us through all the submissions, sponsoring the Game Jam, participating in the prep for the stream and the stream here. It's been a blast. I hope we'll see you next jam as well.
Me. Sure. Yeah, that was fun.
And chat, please give your thanks to Mike as well. He's unfortunately not on the stream because he couldn't make it, but he was helping us out throughout the judging period as well. So give it up to Mike. Thanks Amanda, playing all the games. Alex for helping us play all the games. Everyone that participated, all of our sponsors, love to everyone. It's an amazing community, and we hope we will continue this next year, and we hope we'll see you all back there again, part of our jams.
Yeah.
It's a good time. So with that said, hope to see you all next week and next year.
You have to pull it up.
I'm going to. I'm just finding out a little
so
bit.
Excited.
Yeah, it's right there. I made a shortcut on the desktop. All I got to do is double click it. It's not a lot of effort. So with that said,
all right.
Have a great rest of your week, and hopefully we'll see you all next week.
Take care, everybody.
Take care, everyone.
Spaceship flying high above the earth, came here to save kitty cats. How exactly will it do that? Find a place to land, fight a boss hand to hand, and you'll save the kitty cats. Spaceship flying high above the earth, came here to save kitty cats. How exactly will it do that? Find a place to land, fight a boss hand to hand, and you'll save the kitty cats.